Hey guys, welcome back. This video is going to be forms of mental illness. Now these are just a few forms of mental illness. Jealousy, envy, hatred, vengefulness, thinking that you're God and you can control people, narcissistic, being controlling, manipulative, obsessions, addictions, any form of stalking, demanding, deceptive, the use of mind games, trying to bend people's free will by trying to force it. Those are just a few forms of mental illness. Some can be from prolonged abuse of magic. Some are from the life experiences that they've experienced. Some are just born that way. Sometimes life experiences, if severe, can cause a loss of reality. It just depends on the situation and the person and what they've been through. These traits should be healed because they are toxic, extremely toxic. But some people refuse to do all the hard shadow work because they don't want to face the pain. You have to deal with these issues and the pain at some time. It's unavoidable. It's better to deal with it now than later. You can't run from your problems. They will always catch up to you sooner or later in the end. Deal with them head on instead of later. Release it, let it go, and move on. And your life will be better for it. Plus, you will feel a lot better once you've dealt with these things. Those are just a few forms of mental illness. Some people that go through some things are just mentally unstable. Their thinking is not normal. So there's many different forms of mental illness. I couldn't list them all because it would take up too much time. But those are some examples. There are some people in life that go through extreme experiences and lessons. And when you go through things like that for a prolonged time, a very long time, it tends to mess with your mind. And you don't think rationally, you don't think normally. There are many different obsessions and addictions. Narcissistic means people only think of themselves. They don't care about anybody else. It's all about me. That's a narcissist. Narcissists usually have different forms of mental illness. Some of the things that I've already listed. Everyone needs to deal with their toxic side, which is your shadow work. Because until you do, you're not going to have a good life. And the people in your life will not stay around you if you don't. So face the pain, push through it, deal with it, release it, and move on. You will feel a lot better when you do. Obsessions could be many things, like stalking. Oh Lord, there's so many. Just being obsessed with someone that you feel you can't live without them and you just have to have them in your life. I mean, that's a crazy obsession. That's not normal. Addictions, there's many of them. That could be drinking, drugs, pills, pot, alcohol, whatever. I mean, there's many forms of that. So a lot of these things, pretty much all of them, will get you bad karma. Because that is not the normal way to be. And it's not how you treat people. You can't force someone to be with you that does not want to be with you. You can't force anyone to do anything if they don't want to do it. It's against their free will. How would you like it if someone messed with your free will and tried to get you to do that? Always put the shoe on the other foot. People should be happy for people, especially when people are succeeding. And when they're not, their forms of mental illness show, like jealousy, envy, hatred, vengeful, because they're not happy that you're succeeding and they're not. Well, they're not doing the work like you did. So that's their fault. That's on them. Trying to mess with people's minds and trying to force people to do stuff. I mean, it just shows how much mental illness you do have. So these issues need to be worked on and need to be worked on as soon as possible. The pain's not going to last forever. Once you work through it, you can release it and let it go, and the pain's gone. But you have to deal with these because there's going to come a point in your life when God's going to force you to deal with these issues, like it or not. Because they're what's ruining your life. Part of what's ruining your life. Now, some people's lives are ruined by the way they live their life. If they live a trashy lifestyle, if they sleep around, how they treat people. Being a man whore, that's a sign of mental illness because it's not normal. So is living a toxic, devilish lifestyle. We all have choices to make, but our choices come with consequences. So if you choose not to work on these issues and not change your life in any way, then guess who's to blame? You, and only you. No one else is to blame for anything you do, the way you think, the way you act, the way you do things. No. You are to blame. No one's holding a gun to your head. No one's forcing you to do anything. You are making that decision. So you are responsible, nobody else. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope that you will like, share, subscribe, comment below, give it a thumbs up, send your friends this channel, come back and watch other videos, and I hope to see you again real soon. Bye.